feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't come.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Avengers video. Today I'm gonna be talking about my Jane heroic build. The whole setup is based on being overcharged, but instead of using melee for this, we're combining some gear to get the most out of your ranged attacks. You get loads of orbs for the team, never run out of heroics, and hit like a truck. But above all, it's a blast to play. I hope you like it. Stat-wise, the build wants valor and precision above anything else. Having a bit of proficiency is also important, but you can live without it, and most of your defense actually comes from the slot 3, so there's no need to worry about it in any of the other slots or ISOs. For the melee piece, we're using a shock potentiator with valor and precision. The attacks don't really matter here as you're not going to be punching anyone. The piece can be farmed easily from the heroic gauntlet that is located in the Utah Badlands, and once you get the 4 levels done, you can grab your reward from the anthill. Be sure to store your save before collecting the reward. The range piece is the key to the combo. You need targeted spark here, ideally with valor, precision and proficiency, but it's actually tricky to find. Here you have an offline vendor date for one with valor, proficiency and might. It has pin power attacks for easy battery and works really well. This pops up on the anthill and the time zone is London. The chest plate is the second piece of the combo. This piece gives your ultimate a 30% chance of dropping an intrinsic orb on every hit. And this means you can get overcharged really quickly. And as a nice bonus, you get an extra 8 seconds of ultimate duration, so those orbs will always be around. This piece drops from the daily priority mission, and I recommend going for a resolve and resilience piece, although the 3-stat one with intensity also works really nice. The belt is the final part of the combo, and you can get it from villain sectors. This gives you a whopping 300% increased heroic charge rate while overcharged, and triggers shock explosions on every kill. And also with Berserker buff, it's an awesome source for damage buff too. You can also get this on the offline vendor, so just head to the Helicarrier on the 15th of May of 2023 and you will find it. In the Helicarrier you might need to go in and out of your character menu while in the vendor a couple of times for this piece to show up, so just keep at it and be patient, it will eventually come. As for the ISOs, a triple valor is always needed for heroic builds, so find one with power attacks. Check out Nate Ace on Twitter for the date on this one. And in the other slot, the best option is a Pinpoint Vibranium ISO. You can only get this from the raid or the Corrupted Vibranium event missions. For the major artifacts, you can either use the Nornstone or Lethal Will for extra crits, the Ring of Nibelung for faster heroics and overcharge, or the Tactigon to increase your overall numbers, which is the one I usually go for. Let's take a look at the heroic skills. Warrior's Fury will always be up, so we want to pick both specs that increase damage and crit chance. We could go for orbs on the right, but it's not really needed. As for the God Blast, we're going to go on the Cryo spec, as well as bonus damage while overcharged, because that's gonna happen really often. And finally, for the ultimate, we want the shockwaves, so that we apply shock to all the enemies really quickly, almost like Hunter's Arrow. On the right hand side, heroic orbs are ideal, but regen packs are also good enough and I keep swapping them around. For the mastery trees, we want the extra power attack damage on the first one, as we will be using our hammer a lot. We also want critical juggler, because our enemies will be flying around often, so we will get a lot of crits. For the hammer options, we want it to hit when it comes back, and also faster throws and returns. The skill for flight does not really matter, so it's down to taste. For intrinsic, we want to cause lightning when killing things, and cheaper Odin Force activation is always a great hit. As for overcharge, we definitely want more time, as it's when we charge our heroics, and extra shock with damage is also a great addition. So we're just going to go for the last option in the last 2 trees. And now, let's see the build in action with some tips. We are running the brutal Cryo harm room, and the total runtime is 4 minutes, which is not incredibly fast, but it proves the build's potential. As you can see, using your ultimate spawns a load of intrinsic orbs, and this is fantastic because we can get overcharged really quickly, and that means heroics coming back, but also more lightning and extra damage. Warrior's Fury charges quickly, so make sure to use it as soon as you can. This also stops our intrinsic meter from coming down, so just 2 orbs will be enough to trigger God's Tempest and restart the cycle. Whenever surrounded by enemies, be sure to use the God Blast early, as if you hit 5 of them, we will immediately overcharge. Keep this in mind for when the orbs don't seem to be around. All heroics post the counters for both Damage Path and Warrior Fury, so use them wisely. However, the old weapon timer will carry on, so keep that in mind too. Unfortunately, chaining ultimates will not grant any extra hammers, but it will reset the timer, so you're effectively always playing with your companion around. Throwing the hammer is also important, especially when overcharged, because the lightning will hit all adjacent enemies, and Spark will trigger almost immediately, restarting the loop. And as you can see, the Vibranium flies around a lot and increases our damage to wild numbers, so the fun never really stops. That's it, that's the build for today. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and feel free to leave any feedback in the comments.